Well, hello there, you bunch of chode gobblers. What's going on? You guys all doing okay out there? Yeah? That's great! So we are back with another gear review this week. And this one is even more special than last time, because this one isn't just a gear review, it's a gear shootout. Oh, yeah. I got my hands on a bunch of the top-selling bass drum triggers out there, and today we are going to put them to the test. And the triggers we're going to be looking at today are triggers that attach to the bass drum pedal itself and not the drum head. By now, we pretty much all know that, or most of us know, that the D-drum triggers or the Roland triggers, the ones that attach to the head itself, those pretty much work all great. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the newer style kick triggers, the ones that trigger from the actual pedal. There will be a few key factors we're going to be looking at as well, such as how easy it is to mount each trigger, the accuracy of the triggering, can they do both singles and double strokes, and we will be looking at the adjustability. Sadly, we are not including any of the brand specific triggers, like for example the Axis E-Kit triggers, as those are designed specifically for Axis pedals. But that's okay, we've known for a while how amazing the E-Kits are. Those are the triggers I've been using for 10 plus years, so they're great. So for today's matchup, we have on trigger, the Axis E3 triggers, Footblasters, and Precision Kicks. I was going to also include the brand pedal trigger in this little comparison, but I discovered through research that those triggers are more brand specific. You can't just use one of them on any pedal, you have to buy different triggers depending on which kind of pedal you have. So technically, that is not universal. Pedal trigger also looked suspiciously close to the mechanism on the Axis E-Kit triggers, but I guess that means they work, right? Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do for this shootout here is Raid Shadow Legends. Most of you have probably heard of Raid Shadow Legends by now, and there's a good reason for it. It's an awesome RPG game. I've been playing it for an entire year now, and I still play it every day. There are now more than 500 champions in the game for you to collect and customize and battle with, and they're always adding new champions each month as well. Did I mention that Raid is free to play? Download link in the description, you can play it on your PC or mobile device. Here at the portal is where you can use your shards to summon new champions, and there's literally millions of different ways you can equip your champions with different gear, different masteries. It's a lot of fun experimenting with different builds. You can fight with your champions in the campaign battles, there's dungeon boss battles, you can even team up with your friends and kill the clan boss. They're always adding new updates to the game, and there's been some pretty cool ones recently. First of all, we now have fragments, which are a new way to summon specific champions, and you can win these fragments by participating in the weekly events. There's also a brand new bazaar where you can load up on extra goodies using the gold bars that you win from the new tag team arena. They also just extended the daily login rewards to 270 days. And you can get free champions just for logging in. I would say it's been a pretty darn good month for updates for the game, so if you've been on the fence about it, now's the time to get your butt in here and try it. Download Raid using a link in my description, and each new player will get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion, Slasher. Slasher is awesome, especially for beginner players. He can decrease your enemy's defense, which is very helpful. All this free treasure will be waiting for you right up here in the inbox, available for the next 30 days and only for new players. You can find me in Raid under the name 66samus, and I have not 1, but 2 clans in this game, so if you'd like to join one of them, hop into my Discord server to get the information. And as always, good luck, happy raiding, and I'll see you guys in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's get my table set up over here so we can look at these triggers more closely. Whee! Okay, so first let's look at On Trigger. These are from the Czech Republic. First off, what's really nice about On Trigger is that it comes with a spare sensor, just in case you're an idiot and somehow happen to break one of the supplied ones. And it looks like these would be pretty easy to replace if you had to. It's just adhesive tape here, and then you plug the wire in right here. They also give you the option of 1/4-inch connector or XLR, and obviously I chose 1/4-inch. For mounting, we have double-sided adhesive tape on the bottom. I'm gonna get a pedal. So we have to get it positioned perfectly to where whenever the beater is gonna hit the bass drum, the bottom of the pedal board is going to hit this little sensor here. And that is the trigger. Then you can also bend this metal piece up or down in order to get it in the exact position that you need it. If for some reason you bend this all the way up and it's still not touching the pedal, or for whatever reason, they also give you these spacers that you can unscrew these. You put the spacers in and it raises it up a little bit. Maybe the only thing I'm not a fan of with these is the super long cable, but they do come with cable ties, so you can take care of that quite easily and just tie it to whatever you want. So I'm definitely impressed with the amount of stuff it comes with. Next up, we have the Axis E3 triggers, and these are made in California in the USA. The E3s are a little bit different than the rest of these triggers because for these, the footboard of the pedal doesn't actually make direct contact with the trigger itself. The pedal will hit the metal bar here, which will then touch the detonation pad that fires the trigger. And this detonation pad looks almost identical to the pad that they use on the E-kit triggers, so these are probably going to work out just great. For mounting, we also have on these double-sided tape. There's also 2 holes under the tape if you don't want to use tape, if you want to drill them into your pedals. Setting the angle adjustment for these is very, very simple. You just use a drum key on the sides here to loosen it, and then there you have it. You can adjust it, well, pretty much infinitely. Okay, let's get these on and test drive Susan. Guys, literally my only issue with making this video is I gotta put the triggers on and then take them off. I hope I don't get sticky residue on my pedals. Residue! Next up here, let's have a look at the Footblasters. In terms of information, there really wasn't a lot on their website, just a bunch of artist testimonials and frequently asked questions. I didn't find any mission statements or an about page, anything like that. For all we know, these could be made in Ding Dong, Texas. Yes, there's actually a city in Texas called Ding Dong. So anyways, these are the Footblasters. And just like the Axis triggers, we have 2 options of mounting these. We have the screw hole in the bottom if you want to go that route, or they also supply double-sided tape that you could just put on there and then stick it to the pedal, and that's that. And for adjusting the angle, it's sort of the same as the on triggers. You kind of have to bend this metal bar here, either up or down, depending on where you want it. Let's find out. Looks like with the Footblasters, they will need to bend up quite a bit. Man, this like fucking hurts. Oh, ow. Nope, more. Need more. More bend, more boner. I guess that's good enough right there. Okay, last but not least here, we have precision kicks. These are made in Australia. Obligatory. Good day, mate! These actually look like these are the smallest in size out of all the triggers. Not that it makes a huge difference, but taking up less space is always a good thing. What I really like about these triggers is they have a Velcro mount on the bottom. Yeah. You still do have to adhesive one piece of the Velcro to the pedals, but this is nice because if you have extra Velcro, these triggers, you can actually swap them between pedals pretty quickly, unlike any of the other triggers here, which are purely taped to the pedal. I'm also a big fan of this adjustment system. It's pretty easy. You just loosen this little piece right here, and now you can move the trigger up and down a little bit, and you can also change the angle of it. It's great! All right, so let's try these out. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. And now comes the tough part, where I have to pick a winner. Shit. In terms of adjustment, I got all 4 of them working great, but the easiest ones to adjust, I would say, were the Axis E3s and the precision kicks. I don't know, man, this is tough. They're all great trigger systems. They're all pretty accurate. They're all reliable. You know what? I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. Shouldn't let me make decisions for you guys anyways. I'm just a bahi. I can certainly help influence your decisions, but at the end of the day, get whatever trigger system or design you think will work best for you. There's something a little different about each of them, yeah, but the end goal is the same. To provide you with accurate triggering for your bass drums. The main point of this was, to make sure that they are all working properly, no funny business. Obviously the comparison was very helpful too, and now I actually have some good knowledge on these triggers. So when somebody asks me if I've tried one of them, I can say yes, and recommend a bahi. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this video will help you when making a decision to purchase some bass drum triggers of your own. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more drum videos, gear reviews, and sex with Al. Take care now. Bye-bye then. This concludes our broadcast day. Click.